Good morning, Pamborough's People Booster with your breakfast booster, and I've got a special treat for you today, a little tour, and I hope you won't get too dizzy because we're on a selfie stick. But, ow! Thank you, Roger. I'm just going to start. I can't twizzle the camera whilst it's recording, but I just want to start by showing you this, which I was greeted with this morning. This is the kind of thing that Roger brings as a gift. So thank you, Roger. And once again, he's right on theme this morning because it's all about the garden. Just legging me up as I go out of the room. So here we are outside, and if you get my Monday motivation message, which comes at 6 a.m. every Monday, completely for free and without any obligation, you will have read about this construction. I get it the right way up. So, as a lot of people lucky enough to have a garden in lockdown, I've been doing a bit more gardening. So you'll see a theme, especially worn for you this morning, my marvellous Gardener's World sweatshirt, which Annie got me as a present with a Gardener's World subscription. That was a few years ago when I was madly into gardening and did it every morning. But I'm getting back into it and I'm so pleased. So here it is. It's a dog cage and it's full of shelves from a greenhouse that was plastic and rotted and collapsed. And then it's made warm by the polythene from my mum's new mattress cover, the bag that came in. So I started planting seeds, and then I'd got more seeds than I'd got places for. Here he is. I've got some news about Roger in a minute, and yeah, it's just making me really very happy. And yeah, let me just show you this. I thought I would do the full tour this morning. This is an old table that we use for the garden, and what Annie does is any cat food that doesn't get eaten, she puts it on the table for the corvids. She loves corvids. So we have some crows and some magpies who come down to eat. So there's a bit of bird seed and there's some dried up nasty cat food that they love. The cats who didn't eat it then get on the table and eat it. They didn't like it when it was in the dish, but when it's left out for somebody else, they think it's rather marvellous. So yeah, so to continue the tour, this is where I normally sit to do my videos in what I rather exaggeratingly call the sensory garden. And here I'm going to show you the progress of this, because this is soon to be turned into a vegetable garden when the seedlings that are in there and in the other little similar construction get big enough to plant out. We're going to take up part of the lawn here and make it into a vegetable garden. So it's going to take a little bit of work, but having something physical to do and getting into nature again is just makes such a huge difference. And I don't know if you've ever noticed this in the background, this huge construction. It's about the size of a small garage, and it's where we used to have chickens before the last one sadly went on over the Rainbow Bridge, as they say. But this may end up with some chickens in it again at some point. They do make me very happy. There's something about chickens that is just wonderful and adorable. So my gorgeous neighbour, Mrs. Mahmood, has some amazing lilac going on. So it's all a bit gorgeous around here. And it seems Roger's doing his mad half-hour thing. As I say, I'm sorry if you get a bit seasick with the video today. It's all a bit action. Outside broadcast. What are you doing, Raj? I got a good video yesterday of Roger chasing his tail, so I'll put that up on YouTube. If you like a bit of an animal video, then you might like that one. And in the video, I think it was Friday. Was it Friday? He kept biting me, and I switched the video off and he just sat good as gold, so I made a video of that because it was just hilarious. Somebody's been sitting here before me. I'll just give that a bit of a dust. Okay, so that was a bit of a tour around the things. So I'm growing courgettes, and he's not too chuffed that I'm growing Brussels sprouts, but I like them. And the carrots aren't coming up yet, but lots of flowers, sunflowers doing very well, and lots of other things. So I'll keep you posted if you're interested in gardening. This needed an iron, like I ever iron something I wear for gardening. It's mizzling a bit this morning. Oh, hello. So the first rain really that we've had in a long time, and probably very needed by the garden. So you can tell I'm excited about showing you the garden because I'm all over the place. Pigeons are arriving for breakfast. And I did say I had some news about Roger, which is that it was a bit scary to start with when all my work disappeared, because it's usually all about live training. But luckily I have some customers who are brave enough to go online, and we're going to do some cracking stuff. Some of it live, some of it recorded, and so bits of work are trickling in, and I hope that continues. So what was I going to say about that? Oh yeah, so one of those organisations has been watching these morning videos and has asked if Roger can star in some of the videos that they're buying for their teams. So it's all about well-being, reducing stress, raising confidence, helping people to be happy, resilient and well in the duration. There he is. And Roger is going to play a starring role. I'm going to have to be careful that he doesn't take all the limelight and that we get distracted from the actual content, which is all about well-being techniques and making sure that your physical, mental and emotional health is as strong as it can be. But I'm sure he will bring a little bit of fun to it as well. Hopefully he won't bite me while we're filming it. Here he is. Right, anyway, enough about Roger, because what I want to do just before we finish this video is to, related to that theme of gardening and nature and growing and planting seeds and all of those kinds of things, is to remind you of a technique which is called grounding. And grounding is just essential, really. I was going to say it's really powerful and effective, but it's just really essential, especially if you tend to be a kind of a sensitive person who gets affected by the things around you, and or that you tend to have a lot going on in your head and you feel like, oh, it's just driving me crazy, I just need to stop thinking about this. And grounding is all about coming down from out of your head and back into your feet. You need a little something. Here you go. It's here. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a little grounding technique, and just get Roger out of the way for a minute. And it's really, really simple. So wherever you are right now, if you're sitting down, put your feet flat. If you're lying down, bend your knees, and so that your feet can be flat. So wherever you are, your feet are in contact with whatever surface is holding you. And if you're a few flights up in a tower block, worry not, because what I want you to do is imagine that you're still connected to the earth. I did this on an aeroplane once, and I thought, how on earth do you do grounding on an aeroplane? And I thought, well, the shell of the aeroplane is made of metal, and that only exists because it's been taken from the ground, so I'm still got a connection with the ground. So very, very simple. We're going to do a short version here, but I have got a longer version on YouTube, and just look for grounding. And all you need to do is plant your feet firmly, close your eyes if that's comfortable for you, or just gaze down and away, lose focus if you wish, and just start to breathe a little bit longer, a little bit deeper than you were doing. In and out through the nose if that's comfortable for you, or use the mouth if your nose is a bit stuffed up, and just feeling that contact with whatever surface is holding your feet. because somewhere beneath that, however many layers it is, beneath that is solid ground. Breathing in and out, softening your shoulders, softening your face. And just allowing yourself to be in this moment. And then let's think about how powerful the earth is. It grows everything that we need to eat, to breathe. So I want you to imagine now that you've got roots that go from the soles of your feet all the way down into the earth. And those roots go deep, 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 deep down and connect you with the power of the earth. And as you breathe in, it's as if you're breathing in the power of the earth up through those roots. Up through those roots, up through the soles of your feet, up into your body, all the way up to the top of your head and out to your fingertips. And as you breathe out, let go, soften your shoulders. Know that all is well. You're doing the best you can. If you want to do that for a few minutes after the video's ended, that's a really good idea. If you want to go to YouTube and have a look for the longer version, the kind of more concentrated version, then please have a look for that. And today, look after your precious self and know that you are part of nature, part of the ebb and flow, day and night, seasons, and all that is in balance naturally. So we're in a difficult situation, an unusual situation, and it's up to us to find the balance in that and to know that it's possible to be okay in the midst of it all. Have a great day. Look after your precious self, and if it's possible for you to get muddy, go get muddy, even if it's just a pot on a windowsill with some cress in it. There is some research that shows that when you do gardening, there are microorganisms that you end up breathing in from the soil that's really good for your digestive system. Who knew? Have a great day. Lots of love.